Greetings one all, how's everyone doing? I hope very well. From the title of the video, this is something I saw on, I was at work and I was kind of Googling around, and I also searched YouTube for camp ethics. And I found a website, which I will link in the description, so they get the credit for the idea, but I wanted to talk about it and also provide you the link. But it's the 7 C's of camp ethics. Now I'm going to be looking down because I've got notes, and I want to go over those 7 C's, probably talk about it a little bit. So this has nothing to do with 10 C's. So, sorry. Every time I hear something in the woods, I'm like, what's that? Probably a squatch. So the first C, these are in no particular order. So the first C is care. And I view care as, caring for the land, caring for, your fellow campers and whatnot. The second C is caution. And I got thinking about that, and it's like, I was reading a post on Facebook, because I belong to a couple of camping and, dispersed camping groups, and they actually commented that they were at their campsite, and somebody started shooting, and bullets were whizzing over their heads, so they literally had to, belly crawl to the car, and like they packed up and left, while crawling, like ducking down and crawling around to get to their camp. Sorry, I gotta get rid of the viewfinder. I keep looking at it. There we go. So when you're out shooting, make sure that you're not shooting towards people is one thing, and not speeding too much. I mean, I speed a little bit on the roads, but I've seen people just flying up and down the road while, someone's pet could go suddenly going out there, or someone's child could come out from behind the car and boom. So caution. And then there's courtesy, which, man, there's so much about courtesy. I mean, there's no loud music, I mean, I don't care if you have music at your camp, but if you can hear it at the other next camp over. Like for me, because I like to go dispersed camping, so that's how I prefer to camp, is dispersed. If I can hear, and these camps are pretty far apart, so if I can hear music from your camp all the way at my camp, that's not very courteous. It's worse when you go to like pay campgrounds and you're 10 feet from the camp next to you and they're blaring, music. It's not very nice for your fellow campers. And someone had asked, what's a reasonable quiet time? And I personally feel like 10 p.m. till 8 a.m. should be quiet time. So, music down to a whisper, depending how close you are. No shooting until after 8 a.m. Now that's just my opinion, because I've been out when I was doing when I slept on the trash bags with the new Mountain Tech hardware pad and the jungle blanket. Yeah, I had someone shooting at 5:10 a.m. So the next one is the biggest one for me, is cleanliness. And I just did a video, which I still kind of feel bad about posting, but I was really angry. And pack it in, pack it out. It's so simple. I do it all the time. You don't want to leave trash all over the campsite. It just, and it kind of touches on courtesy. It's not very courteous to your fellow campers to show up and see your garbage, see your trash everywhere, your cans, your bottles, your boxes. It's like, if you're at home and you're going to bring out a box, why not just take it out of the box and then bring it with you? Unless you bought it on the way, but then, got it. Unpack it there at the store and throw it away in the store garbage can. And then there's cooperation. Now this is interesting because, actually it's going to be in another video I'm going to shoot, but there's another video idea I'm going to touch on, is reserving a camp spot. I was reading, again, Facebook, and I was reading through the post because, they've been giving a lot of video ideas lately. But they actually said that they had their camp set up, and then they left to go day hike, and they came back and somebody was at their camp, even sitting in their damn camp chairs. It's like, that's something I would never do. So I'm going to do a video on reserving a campsite probably after this one, because I actually have a list of video ideas on my phone, which I'm going to be going over. So that's why I wasn't really too worried about not going out to the National Forest to go camp today, because, you know, I had a bunch of videos I could just shoot here at the park. Plus, you know, I woke up and it was raining and I had stuff to do and I can't be everywhere at once. Okay, the next one is conservation. Now this I've touched on in plenty of videos, and one of those is not burning up every stick you find just so you can have a massive fire. And that one's personal for me, because it's like, it's so unnecessary to have a huge fire. You know, if it's winter and you fall into the river a little bit, like even if it's just one leg, I could see having a bigger fire to dry yourself out and prevent hypothermia, because losing a foot to hypothermia would suck. So, and it's just, you know, conservation, not, you know, maybe don't pick and eat every berry you find, you know, maybe leave some for the next person. I've actually heard, someone was telling me that, you know, they're out blackberry picking and they'll pick all the green ones and just flick them into the bushes. It's like, well, those would grow into berries, but they were just picking them and throwing them, which again touches back on courtesy. You know, it'd be nice to be able to come out and have firewood available, but someone's burned it all up just so they can have a huge fire. And then the last one is just common sense. You know, I think the world needs more common sense, but man, pack it out, pack it in, pack it out. It's common sense, but it also touches on cleanliness. I mean, these are kind of all woven together. You know, you could say it touches on care as well. You know, try to think common sense. When you show up at a campsite, how would you want to find it? Would you want to be showing up at the campsite, kicking cans out of the way? You know, looking at a tree that's just riddled with bullet holes, which I've found many times. You know, it's like, I don't care if people shoot. I mean, I'm a gun owner myself, and I like going out and plinking, but, you know, we go out there with, you know, we'll go to the store and we'll buy, you know, a box of water bottles, a package of water bottles that are cheap, spray paint them, you know, hit them with some orange spray paint, stand them up on a hillside and shoot the bottles, and when we're done, we go and we pick them all up and take them home. Common sense. Keep it clean. I'm sure there's more to touch on. So, if you have anything to add to this, please comment below. If you are a fellow YouTuber and you have some thoughts on this matter, I'm going to list these in the description along with the website. And yeah, just throw your 2 cents in, either comment or video, whichever you want to do. And maybe we can make the woods better for everybody. So, as always, I appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.